Drymatic heat drying equipment. So I used to have it in my own restoration business. When I had a restoration business, I started off, I brought this equipment to Australia. Another supplier had the equipment, and then I was approached to see whether I'd take over the equipment, which I did. And then I actually sold my company and started just with this product before Restore Solution was born and our huge range of products, and bringing all that European feel to the industry. So Drymatic is one of those products, and it's from Wales. So it's very innovative, and I've helped, design and agitate them in a way that some of these products were developed and born. So they started with the old Drymatic 1, and then they've come to the Drymatic 2. So the Drymatic 2 is a full heat and exhaust system. Now, being a heat and exhaust system, it'll heat the area up, raise the temperature of the air, raise the temperature of the building materials, release the moisture into the air, picks it up and exhausts it out of the building. So it's a fantastic machine at controlling your temperature, whatever temperature I want, and controlling your relative humidity. You can control how much it exhausts and how much it recirculates. So it actually also has a recirculation mode where it just pulls the air in, heats it, pumps it out, pulls it in, heats it, time to get rid of the wet air, pulls it in, exhausts it, brings in replenishment air, heats it. So it's a very, very good machine that's very well controlled. So also, if you check out our website, restoresolutions.com.au, you'll find out some of the things that this machine can do. It can actually do heat and exhaust. So one of the things it can do is it's got injection to push heat in and pull the wet air out. So also, another signature product we have that goes with the actual Drymatic 2 is our Boost Bar. This is a standalone machine you can use by itself, or you can use it in conjunction with your Drymatic 2, or you can use it in conjunction with dehumidification. So it does depend on what you want to use it with. So there's multiple aspects you can use with the Drymatic Boost. We've got 12-port injection, we've got 21-port injection, we've got 5-port injection, 4-port injection, we've got an L shape to go underneath floors and then up into ceilings, and then we've got so many different types of mats, about 20 odd different types of sizes of mats. This is a 3x1 meter mat, so we blow the mats up and we target the energy where it's needed. So a little bit about information about the Boost and the mats. People think, oh, I've got to buy dehumidifiers and fans. Okay, yeah, we sell dehumidifiers and fans here at Restore Solutions. But if you want to target dry an area, like I've got 4 square metres to dry, or 10 square metres, or 8 square metres, or 2 square metres, or 1 square metre, you have these Drymatic mats that have got these little holes in them that break the boundary layer that actually push the energy into the floor to release that moisture, push the energy into the wall to release that moisture, push the energy into the ceiling to release that moisture. So there's a mat for every area that you have. So with those mats, they can really target dry those areas. And then you've got all the different injections, target dry under kitchens, into insulated walls, into under floors, into ceiling cavities, wherever you want to be putting that energy in. It can be controlled with the Drymatic 2, or you can actually just hook up the Boost to an air mover and actually just control the temperature, saying it's cold, it's winter, my dehumidifiers aren't working properly, I'll set this to 30 or 32 degrees, now my dehumidifier is working flat out and pulling out a lot more moisture. So that can certainly be done. So heat is a fantastic tool. Now Drymatic now is the biggest restoration brand in Australia. It is the biggest. It is the most sold restoration brand here now in Australia. How did it get to that place? Well, the innovation from DBK, the actual innovation from heat. So heat is always going to be faster. If I can raise my surface temperature by 10 degrees, I'm doubling the rate of evaporation. So heat is always going to be faster. People try to dry this whole area to dry that one wall. Why can't I just heat that wall by 10 degrees more than what's in the air and I'll double the rate of evaporation? If I heat it by 15 degrees more, it's even better. If I heat it by 20 degrees, it's even better. It's the same with the floor. So all we're doing is heating the water. So where is the wet water? It's in the walls, it's in the floor, whatever, where it is. We're just heating the water to release that water, to put it into the air. And then we can grab it with dehumidification, we can exhaust it with the Drymatic 2, or the area might be big enough for the wet air to carry. Example, I've got 2 square metres to dry, I don't need to have a dehumidifier. I don't need to have a Drymatic. I could use the air conditioning, I could open a window, I could open a door to get rid of my wet air. I'm just targeting the energy where I need it. So, do you have heat as a tool in your arsenal? A lot of the times, because we've got the Australian Cleaning and Restoration Academy, we go and train a lot of companies. And one of the first things I do is I talked about their dehumidifiers. And I grab one of the dehumidifiers and I pick someone out of the classroom that because they own them, I'm usually doing a private training course, and I pick them out and I offer them $100 to show me how this dehumidifier works. And I'm going to tell you now, I haven't paid the 100 yet, because they don't actually understand how they work and how the equipment works. So our job is to educate you step by step on how to get the best out of your equipment. Because if you can get the best out of your equipment, you're going to use it more. If you use it more, you're going to want more. And that's where Restore Solutions can really help you. So, with the equipment, with the Drymatic equipment, it is the best tool. We've got insurance companies now asking our contractors, the restorers, do you have heat drying equipment? Why are you putting heat in that job? Where's your mats? Why are you targeting that area instead of drying the whole lot? So now they're getting more educated on what is needed on the job. So you need to go with the times. People say to me, why would I get heat drying gear when what I've been doing now has been working for 20 years? I say, what sort of phone have you got? An iPhone. Is it an iPhone 3? No, it's like a 13 or 12 or whatever it is. Why don't you have an iPhone 3? What was wrong with that? Well, things have got better since. Oh, you're telling me technology's involved. Well, technology's involved. From when I first started drying, this is technology. So you got to stay with the race, or you'll just get past. So, heat drying equipment is a very quick way of raising your surface temperatures and releasing your moisture. People always think when we put in heat drying gear, oh, it's dangerous, or it's you're going to light a fire in our lounge room. You know, when I say the word acid, first word that people think of is burn, or they don't think of caustic. They don't think of lemon juice or Coca-Cola or vinegar or something safe. They think of something really bad. It's the same with heat. We are drying with not dry heat. We're drying with wetter heat. Not wet heat, but wetter heat. So at the end of the day, you're mostly drying at 80 to 120 grains per pound on most of the drying jobs. So when you're drying at really low grain heat, that's when you can do some damage. We're drying at wetter heat, so we don't do the damage. So that's why this has become the most popular equipment on the market today here in Australia.